You know that's Will Keller, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Mr.
just with
Peanut.
less
We
hair.
live. What's up, everybody?
Live.
Um, Devon has some things he wants to talk about. What happened? So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So you got to tell it to me.
All right, so basically today, oh, there's a little bit of an echo.
Is there? Oh, let me turn it
Yeah,
down. Yeah. How's that? Test, test.
testing, testing.
Is that better?
It's very faint, but I can work with that.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, go ahead.
Testing,
Testing.
testing.
Still there?
Yeah, it's barely there. I can work with that.
What the fuck? Oh yeah. Hold on. Give me a second. Wah wah wah. Go ahead with your story. Let me fix this.
So basically, what was probably an innocuous interaction with somebody online turned into something awkward. So there's a gentleman in a local, um, well, I'll just say he's a local organizer for Anonymous for the Voiceless. Posted a anti-gun meme. I'm sure people have seen it. I don't have a copy of it for us to look at, but um, it's the picture of all the Republican people holding firearms, and then it says, "Oh, I wonder how this could have happened," referring to the recent events with Donnie Chimp. And so, of course, it's open season for anybody's statist belief systems to shine. It's like I told you so this way and that way and the other way. When we all know this is a losing strategy for anybody. It's the
Wait. So
slavery
he was trying to
mindset.
make it. He was trying to make it sound like it's Republicans' faults, but it was the
Oh
men who
yeah.
shot him, wasn't it?
No, see, I don't even know if we have those facts, but he was wearing a Demolition Ranch shirt, which is,
Oh yeah, I saw
it's a
that.
gun.
Dude made
Yeah,
a
it's a
video
gun
about it. He was
channel.
all, "Fuck, that guy was wearing my shirt."
Hmm. Yeah, he was wearing my shirt. Yeah, it's awkward.
So that's a little
Um,
weird. So that would be a point against him being a lib. Well, no, I mean,
well, if
he could
it's
be a lib
right
who's
on
into
right
guns. You
crime,
know, he could just be a lib who's into guns. Yeah.
right? Yeah, there was that guy at the what was it like a baseball game? There was a leftist guy that shot at another leftist politician.
Well, not
So,
not only that, but there are leftists that are into guns. You know, in general, it's not.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Most of them aren't, but 2 out of 10 probably are. We just don't think about
right.
that. Not
Yeah, they
everyone
don't consider
perfectly
that. Yeah,
fits into the two-party paradigm thing. Like so.
exactly.
You could be leftist leaning political, and be like into guns.
Oh
Or I mean, he
yeah.
took a gun
Well,
from his
there's
dad, though,
the
didn't he?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's that always seems to be the case with these types. They somehow get their hands on it from family member. Um,
So vegan guy is it the guy who runs it that you're talking about?
he seems to be, yeah, he seems to be the
Or
main
is he
or
just the moderator?
co-organizer. No, I think he's pretty much the main or co-organizer for the local Anonymous for the Voiceless chapter. If
The
people
guy
don't
the
know what it,
guy with all the controversy around him?
oh, Anonymous for the Voiceless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's controversy in itself around, that organization and the guy who runs it and some of the things that they said about, certain groups. That was during the riots and shit a couple of years back.
Well, I thought I heard something about him like essaying or something like that girls within the community that he started.
Oh, that's a different group.
Oh,
You're talking about
okay, never mind.
DXE. Yeah, you're talking about DXE.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
I'm talking about
Different
yeah,
group, different.
Anonymous for
Never
the
mind.
Voiceless. If people don't know about Anonymous for the Voiceless, they're the group that stands in busy, city centers and walkways with the television screens, and they usually are wearing a Guy Fawkes mask. And then they'll have other people walking around that area, interacting with people that are watching the footage of slaughterhouses
Okay.
and other things like that. Yeah, and then
Oh, so they're
basically
not
the
really
point of it,
anonymous. Got it.
yeah, the people are holding the screens with the mask. They're anonymous because it's about the message, it's about the footage we're showing,
Yeah.
it's about the truth that they're trying to convey.
Not about the
And
messenger.
then yeah, it's not about the messenger. And basically the strategy is that people are affected by the images they see, and then you come upon them and you have a conversation using reasoning skills, deductive reasoning, to get them to understand why what they're seeing is making them upset and why they should go vegan because they feel the same way that we do. It's just that we've aligned our actions with the way that we feel, what we know to be the truth. So, with that being said, I find it
So if
quite
it's anonymous, they
ironic.
shouldn't. Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah,
shouldn't
go
get
ahead.
libs if it's anonymous. So they shouldn't be anti-gun, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're allowed to be whoever you want to be outside of
Yeah, of course.
the event itself. But I feel with that being said, the irony is that the point of the organization is that you're using reasoning skills to converse with people about the opinion that they currently hold to try to get them to come over to your side for something that they're on the other side for. So they're pro animal abuse, and then we have a conversation to get them to be anti animal abuse, to get them to become vegan, to see our side of the story, to, talk it out. And so my problem is for a person that's organizing for this organization, you would think if there's an opposing opinion, he would be able to use his reasoning skills to see the other
Reasoning.
side
Yeah.
and maybe talk it out, hash it out. But instead, so this is how it goes. People, I don't know why they do this. They comment to your comment. So I replied to the post and I said, this is a leftist camp meme. And I said, my guns are sitting safe in my safe. They're not hurting anybody until I command them to do so, which would mean the guns aren't the problem. It's the person commanding the firearm to do the harm that's the problem. And after that, a comment or a reply came in, but then I click it and I can't go to it because I'm blocked. So I'm like, I don't know if these people, this happens a lot. I don't know if these people understand. If you reply and then you block somebody, I can't see their response. So it's not like you were like, oh, I got you, bro. It's like, I couldn't even see the gotcha moment. So it's better if you just don't block the
He
person so
couldn't
you could
hang long
actually,
enough for you to
he
even see
couldn't
the
hang on.
comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
So he
if
had to
you want
block
to
you.
say something in response, let it hang there so I can actually see it, you know? So yeah, blocked. And then, so I have this guy's phone number and I did follow up with him like, hey man, we see each other at the same events. We work with some of the same people. We're for, animal rights. This is kind of awkward, dude. Can we not do
Yeah.
this? And I'm like, and I explained to him like, hey, you're part of this organization. The whole point of the organization is to talk things out and see, if we can transition people from where their belief system is now to what we know as the truth. So, you know, have you not learned anything from being uh, not only a member but a leader in that organization? And shouldn't that lead us on the path to having a discussion about the topic? You're on one side of it, I'm on the other. If you are so strong in your beliefs and you know what you think is right, you should be able to have a debate with me. Apparently, that's not going to happen because, um, uh, to quote, he says he doesn't want me spreading ignorance on his page.
Oh wow. Ignorance, huh?
So this got me thinking, with a lot of people say we have a huge division in America. People are either on this side or that side, and we can't work things out. Everything's so polarized, and I can't help but think it's this type of behavior that leads to that. If we can't talk it out, then of course, we're going to stomp our feet and we're going to walk into this corner. I'm going to walk into my corner and we're going to be divided. We're not United States of America. We're going to be, at war with each other, at least for the time being, mentally, cerebrally.
Well,
Um,
you send him the link right now.
yeah, that's a good idea. Let me get to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get a link going.
Yeah, especially as vegans who, like you were saying, you guys align on so many things, right? So there should be a little bit of room for discussion, right?
You're in a
Instead of
fucking cult.
doing
I'm
things
not in your cult. You're gonna
Yeah,
find out that you fucked with the wrong one, boy.
I'm not there yet.
So we're gonna
I'm not there yet.
we're gonna set up Streamlabs so people can donate to hear Mark scream that. At any point in the show, they'll be able to put in a couple
Super
bucks and
chat.
have Mark pick which soundbite they want to put up. It'll be pretty funny. Super chat notification. You fuck with the
Oh, is
wrong
he
one, boy.
he's gonna come back on just for that? He's like, I need some support. I'm doing a new format. We're doing super chats. It's like the Twitch streamers.
Yep, that's what we're doing now. We're Twitchers.
Do you ever stream to Twitch? I think it's actually a good
Haven't yet.
platform. Um, I've seen a lot of
Well, stream.
people stream to Twitch because they don't have as much restrictions as some of the other ones, and there is a pretty big
Yeah.
audience there. Even though mostly it's known for gaming, it seems like it's kind of diversifying.
It's got a secret use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Streamlabs, the app that most of the Twitch users use, it's way better than what StreamYard offers.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, as
and then
far
they
as
don't
its
take they
functionality.
don't take your tips. You just pay them $20 a month, and you keep all the tips. Where YouTube takes half your tips, or even more
Oh
than half,
wow.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Vega Gades and Nutrivore, all those guys use Streamlabs. It's you can make it look cooler too. This is about as cool as you can make Streamlabs look, but yeah, did you
Oh,
respond?
StreamYard. No, I don't have a response yet.
None of these, I swear, I've invited at least a dozen people in the last 2 weeks to debate, and everyone's scared. That Nicholas, that guy flaked on Nicholas's debate. There's just clowns. They know deep down inside that they're wrong, so why would they want to put themselves in a
I
situation
think
where they're complete, nonsense 90s era vegan arguments. Like once you're face to face with people like us,
yeah.
it's like you just got the Garland Farms thing happen where it's just you're just getting your ass beat over and over again, publicly.
Embarrassing.
So anonymous for the voiceless, huh? How long have these guys been around?
I think,
Or is it similar
you
to
know,
anonymous? It's just whoever wants to claim the name, they can use it.
no, I think there's kind of centralization, but it's like you can just kind of spring up a chapter in your city if you want. They'll send you some help, uh, and like they might send you money for like the TVs and the masks and shit like that you might need to actually run the show.
They,
It's
they,
pretty bare bones. I mean, you just need like a little power supply and a TV and some speakers and a couple of masks, and they just ask that you wear all black. Um,
gay.
yeah, gay.
I don't. I don't. I don't own any black clothes.
Yeah.
I do not.
Everything I own is black.
Yeah, I try to mix it up a
Where'd they
little bit.
start? Is it
Uh,
California or Nevada or something?
no, I think it's international. Um,
Where's this guy
because
though?
this guy, he's
What's his name, by the way?
Paul. Oh, the guy that I'm talking to, or the guy that started
Yeah,
the organization?
the
Oh,
guy
I
you're
mean,
talking to.
am I name dropping?
Huh?
Am I allowed to
Of
name drop?
course.
Is that
Dox
appropriate?
Of
him.
course.
Dox him right now.
Dox.
Dox him.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, his name's Nathaniel. Um, I usually get along good with him, and he's, you know,
Wait, so he's the Nevada chapter guy, or he started it?
yeah, Vegas, yeah. No, he's
Oh, okay.
currently running it. There was other people running it before, years ago when I first got into veganism. There was other people, running it.
It sounds like a
They kind
good
of just
start.
they just pass the torch around, see who wants to actually like do the work to keep it going.
Yeah.
And it's just like drop in, drop out. Like anybody can show up and participate. They usually do it every week. Our local chapter goes to Fremont Street Experience. If you're familiar with Las Vegas, it's hustle bustle. It's a lot of foot traffic. Um, it's kind of a mixed crowd. There's a lot of
Tourists.
drunkards,
Yeah.
tourists.
Tourists.
Yeah,
That's the
there's
best place to do street videos or street action, really.
yeah.
Like down
It
in
tends
LA,
to
Santa
be
Monica Pier, like the Santa
yeah.
Monica.
Santa
That's like the
Monica Pier.
best
Yeah,
place to go because you got people from all over the world, and
yeah. We
like
know
they're
people
there
that
and
do
they
that
see a
stuff there.
camera and they're like, "Woo!" It's like pretty easy to
Hmm.
approach people there.
Well, see, that's my problem with the our chapters. I don't see them putting any effort into broadcasting and videoing the interactions, which I think is kind of like
That's kind of
half the
a
battle.
missed
Yeah,
opportunity.
it's like you're really missing out on casting a wide net because if you're just restricting it to your one-on-one interactions, we're kind of missing out on hearing that ourselves and like sharing that with others that may have,
Yeah,
oh,
that's good to know,
I
but they don't
thought
film
the
it.
same thing. Yeah, I mean, that's some of the biggest vegan stuff on YouTube is those interactions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean
I mean,
what's the point of doing it? I mean, I get the point of doing it if you're talking to individual people throughout the day, but I
it's a
mean,
numbers
what's the point of
game.
doing it? Like it's
It's a
cool.
numbers
The
game.
time and effort you're putting in, you're getting very little back by not
Hmm.
broadcasting what you're coming across, or at least live streaming or something. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you should have like a camera connected to the TV pointed away at the people watching it. Like there'd be that alone, just people watching people's facial expressions, that would be worth capturing alone,
So they
using
do
just
take
the point
pictures
of view of the
every
TV.
time. It seems like they take a lot of photographs every time they go out, and they do get people's reactions. They get pictures of the interactions. I think what we're
Pictures.
missing though is,
Who's looking
yeah,
at
it's
still photography these days?
of
What
people
does Mark
talking.
say?
Yeah,
Video's a hot form of media, and
yeah, it's the
photography
modern
and books
printing
and shit
press.
are cold. Yeah, no one's
Yeah,
looking
it's
at that
old
shit.
fashioned. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need. we need video and we need microphones so we can hear the conversation that's happening between those two people.
Yeah.
So the person that's talking with the bystander, they need to wear a mic so we can hear both of them speak.
All the UK homies got it down. Shout
They
out to
got
the
it
UK
down, yeah.
homies.
That's
Yeah.
literally, I think that's the default, and if you're not doing it like that, I don't think it's
To
even worth
avoid.
it for us to show up.
I mean, of course, there's a point. If you all go out and do that and you change one person's mind,
Yeah.
it's worth it. But
Yeah, of
you're
course,
really,
yeah.
yeah, you're really losing a lot by
You're
not.
handicapping yourself, yeah. So
You're losing out on potential gains.
Oh, does no one
Basically.
want to post it because it's anonymous and they don't want to be connected with someone's website or something?
no, it's
That
not.
might
It's
be
not
why
that
they're not
it's
filming it. No. Yeah, because he would just post it on
no.
his own. Yeah, that seems weird.
Yeah, because usually
Who
you
can't you hear,
switch
Bob?
out.
Hello? No, I mean, mic volume's all fine.
Yo,
But yeah, I mean, we hear you. Maybe turn your. I mean, I hear you fine. Bob's not hearing shit, but everyone else seems to be hearing. Maybe there's something wrong with Bob. Who's Bob? Hi, Bob.
John Bob.
Nice to meet you. No, it's a different Bob.
Oh,
Non John Bob. Anyway, so what other organizations are there in Vegas doing stuff besides them?
there is a DXE presence here. I think
Yeah.
we're doing a fur protest coming up soon.
Was that who you did the last thing with?
Yeah,
The
the
reaction?
video. Yeah, that was at Max Mara. That was in Beverly Hills. No, that was with
Oh, I was thinking about
Caft.
the other one, the one we watched on the show. Yeah, you were just in LA, huh? How was that?
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we went camping, and on our way out, we stopped by to meet up with some of the homies she knows with Caft. That's the organization that focuses on the fur. So yeah, we showed up
Oh,
to
it's
Max
probably more
Mara.
just because I'm not right up on the mic. Max Marl was the designer, right?
Yeah, they have a storefront right there on the
And they
Rodeo
they
Drive.
appeased. They turned afterwards.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
Didn't they say something about how they weren't going to carry that stuff anymore because because of all
I
the
feel like,
protests?
yeah, I feel like they go back and forth. I think we had a big win recently, where they said they weren't going to carry stuff because they switched, they reversed, and then we showed up in force, and they were like, "All right, we're going back to not having fur."
Bob, you hear me now? Okay. um. Well, that's cool. What about your events that you've been doing?
My
Your event
events.
sounds like the coolest event in Nevada. Your vegan gun day.
Yeah, vegan gun day. So vegan range day. I mean, it's pretty hot right now, so I've been kind of not doing it, but I do want to get some vegans to come out and hit the range with me. Maybe some of these anti-gun vegans want to come check it out and be convinced. It's not as scary as it appears on TV and movies and the media.
No, I think
You
it's
do have the right under your creator, whether you where you think the government says you do or not, to own firearms, and it's just an extension of your ability to defend yourself. Uh, you can't you can't imagine that the government's going to defend you, little old you, if they can't even defend, you know, their master, whether you like them or
well, the
not.
police
People
aren't
think,
paid to take care of us. They're yeah, the police
and the
aren't.
Secret Service seems pretty fucking incompetent. So I
Yeah,
don't know if you really want the police to come to your aid and you just have them in your pocket. I mean, come on, let's not kid ourselves. Uh, you are
Simply just
your own defender. Go
yeah.
ahead.
I mean, you just got to show them the Supreme Court case that said that police aren't that have no, they don't need to protect you in any way, no legal
They have
obligation.
no duty to protect you.
So knowing that alone, you know, and like what was that? The other guy, the Corn King guy, he's anti-gun too. He's anti-gun vegans, like.
Well, yes, I think we talked about this before. I mean, I want to get people on here so we can talk it out because I'm sure
Everyone's
there's plenty
scared.
of them.
Even our friends, our vegan friends in the Great Work Network, are scared to come on the show. They're like, I don't know, man. You guys go hard. It's like, well,
We're pretty raw. It's unfiltered.
no, especially lately, man. I would not want to be either of those guys we've been paying attention to lately.
Oh yeah.
Well, and even Mark doesn't name names, so to speak, when he gets very riled up and animated talking about these trash apes. So I think it's like it's kind of that sort of mentality is carried through all of the people on the One Great Work Network.
Yeah.
Just oh no, we're not supposed to like actually talk about the exact people that
Yeah.
we're talking about, guys.
No.
What are you doing? So I get it. Like,
That's not the kind of vegan I am.
well, yes, we know. Obvious.
Yeah. There's too many people out there being nice about it. You know, there's plenty of people. Whenever people are, oh, you're such a well, go watch Earthling Ed. You know, he's got a million more videos than me to entertain you with. But I
Yeah.
don't do that here. Um, it's I get why Mark specifically does it because he's like, I want these
Totally
people
get
to
it.
prove themselves, not prove themselves to me, but I want people to find that on their own. I don't want them doing it because I'm forcing them to, and they look up to me. You know, like he gets that, like these people will change. You know, Mark Passio says something, people will change. You know, whatever
hmm
he's got that much power, so he's wanting people to find. I completely get it, but no one else gets it. They're like, oh, how many thousands of times have we had people be all, Mark doesn't even care about vegan. What? They're all, he says all the time he doesn't care when people eat meat in front of him. Yeah, you aren't listening to what he's saying and understanding what he's saying. He's saying I'm not going to scream at someone and
At
force,
the dinner
like at the
table.
dinner table, obviously. And he knows he has power, so he doesn't want people doing it for the wrong reason and just like fail it, going back to being a carnist after a couple months or something or whatever, a year down the line. He wants people to find it on their own. Um, so he doesn't name names.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean everyone has that power and should take that position of not naming names, especially when there's, at least like in a network, like I've been a part of a lot of networks. Um, if you have some people on your network that are completely against a major part of what the network is advertising or putting out, it's a conflict of, it's a conflict of integrity, really. But I get it from Mark's standpoint. He's not going to scream at some guy who just gave him $500 for a seminar, and the guy that gives you $500 for the seminar is most likely going to give you money for another seminar. So it's like, at least from a business standpoint, it's not smart if you're trying to, be an activist and you have enough of people's attention that you can survive off of being an activist. So I get why he's not, or he'd be alone up there. It'd just be it would be us. It would be us and Mark up there. No one else watching him. If he was more vocal about the vegan stuff, he's already gotten enough shit. Just low key going vegan and just working. The rhetoric. The rhetoric's always been there. Even when he was vegetarian, he was still saying the same
hmm
shit. So, these people are all like old Mark Parcio. He was still vegetarian back then. He was still talking about it being bad to take, like, it wasn't that different. But his position I completely understand, but everyone else is confused about it, and the carnists all think it's just, oh, the free ticket, like I've been saying, especially like the guys on his network, they're just all, oh, that's the last priority. And that's why their argument is always, oh, we need to go after government first, is because they're taking the out that Mark gave them. Mark's given them an out. He's given them an out. There should be a little bit more nuance to it, but they're taking the out Mark gave them and running with it,
Yeah.
fully running with it. And then you got other guys, we've heard on the show that are like, really having a hard time kicking meat and dairy, and it's like at least they're being honest. They aren't
Yeah.
they aren't bashing vegans, and like generalizing millions of people on their show where they're supposed to be having intellectual conversation. Generalizing millions of people isn't intellectual conversation. So, like it was very telling, to watch Braxton ask a simple question to those guys and have them, and even the other guy, he even kind of knew to keep his mouth shut, because Will was just like he was like, and the other guy on the show was just kind of like, like he knew it's not, it's probably not a great idea to kick the hornet's nest when you're already got enough attention, and like now look at all the attention he's getting from us. It's the kind of attention you don't want. But he's a coward. He's hiding from us. He blocked all of us. He blocked Allie. Allie's taking Mark's seminar right now, and Will Keller's in there. And
Yeah.
it's
Can
like,
you guys
dude,
see each other and shit?
like we're coming for you. I keep telling these guys, like,
Well, like I don't even have the attitude. I don't think I've ever engaged with him directly, but I don't even have the attitude of going after him and bringing him down necessarily. That's him. But no, but like even like with all us, the show, it's like this.
you destroyed those dudes last week, babe.
I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm just a guest on your show, and I'm being objective and truthful of how I see things. But they don't. It's such a good opportunity for discussion, and it's just such a disappointing thing to see them just like try and alienate the vegans. Like it's not that they have an out, so to speak, or like these people, like it's just. They don't even have to necessarily go vegan. That's not even what fired me up. There's plenty of people who I agree with most of what they say, and they're not vegan. They're still carnist or vegetarian or whatever. But to demonize.
If they were smart, they wouldn't say anything about veganism ever. But no, they're gonna get turnt on their show and have a little temper tantrum and have this nonsensical word salad. Like I guess he thought he was getting us by saying that stuff, and like
Which
like
stuff?
when on his show when he's like, "Oh, polarizing! You guys are polarizing," like saying
you vegans are polarizing, etc., etc.
It's like, bro, you're the one in the death cult. Still,
That's
no,
funny. I'm not blocked.
That guy.
I'm still friends
for
with him.
sure has it in his head that he's pretty much vegan as far as like morals go. He's pretty much vegan in his head. So to have a bunch of vegans show up and be like, dude, we don't, like I told him a bunch of times, I don't even think he's vegetarian, really. Like I doubt in his life he's actually vegetarian. I'm sure he eats plenty of stuff in passing. And then he's like, the weird thing is he's like shredded. Like, wouldn't you like be all, oh yeah, I'm vegetarian and I'm fucking shredded? Like, wouldn't that be something you'd like, you talk about? Like, if you're really vegetarian and you're like this little buff guy, wouldn't you be announcing it to everyone? You're like, dude, I got this body on a vegetarian diet, or something like that, or promoting something towards that, but nothing.
Well, he says that's too polarizing.
It's too polarizing to tell people to eat less animals, right, and do less harm. It's polarizing to tell people to do less harm. And then the animism stuff. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it seems like animism isn't what they think it is.
Animism is like hand in hand with veganism. Like you can't. There's no way if you've done the research on animism. There's no. But these guys. So these guys are like, I'm. They think in their head, oh, I'm justifying my carnism through this spiritual fake woo woo experience, and I'm appreciating the animal that died for my meal, and I'm honoring it, in the way my ancient ancestors did. And it's like, no, you're exploiting animals and nature. You aren't in touch with nature by doing that. And that's what these guys think, they're in touch with nature because they're every day before I eat my meat, I pray to pagan gods that. And it's like, dude, no. Animism is about doing the least amount of harm under all circumstances. It's okay to kill and eat an animal if you have to, life or death, which is something all vegans pretty much believe in. I mean, I'm sure there's some that don't, but most vegans are like, okay, if I'm on a desert island and there's freaking crabs, I'm gonna eat the crabs, like, okay. So that's animism right there. Like everything is, and like this whole they're omitting huge chunks of the definition of animism, and then they're using it to justify being a carnist. They're all, oh, animism is all about everyone's own journey. And it's like, no, it's not. It's about doing the least amount of harm under all circumstances.
It's about respecting life, like all forms of life. Respecting all forms of nature, and also understanding
Even rocks.
different levels of sentience and different levels of consciousness, and how, yes, we are all one, we're all part of nature, we're all part of the one consciousness, but there are levels to that, and the closer we are to the divine, right? We have humans at the top, animals are right underneath, then we have plants, microbial life. There are different higher and lower expressions of that
Way
consciousness.
down the ladder,
That's the
though.
fundamental understanding, though, and then
huge gap.
respecting that life and the beings and the essences that exist within everything. Yes, within the rocks, within the things that we build and place importance on, as humans. Like, but again, respecting life and respecting consciousness and levels of that. That's my takeaway of looking into animism. And I was telling Jeffrey this, like, I honestly, like, I thank Will and Logan for talking about animism at all, because it's definitely, I've come to more of an understanding, and I'm able to articulate more things that are, in favor of, let's say, veganism, and it's really brought me, it's helped me come around to these ideas and sort of like specifically say what rubs me such the wrong way about what these guys are talking about. And going back to what I was saying before, it's part of the reason why at least I am like going after, so to speak, or criticizing these people so much, is because they're on the right path, right? They're so close, like and then just to fall short and use these excuses to not live in line with natural law. Ooh, such a bummer.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Unintentionally, like, introduced us to like a form of like new vegan activism, like a new level of it.
More ways to explain natural law too.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. And but yeah, these guys, it shows how little internal work they're doing, because they're still so hung up on their ego that they can't just let the last bit go, even though they're there, and they're faking, everything they're doing, they're faking to be this person, and then
or like not even faking, but like, and
The microphone's cutting out.
oh, what's that?
it's still there.
Microphone's cutting out.
Oh, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Anyways, it's like it's this. We joke around. It's like a cosplay kind of like, oh, like guy into the occult, or person
Black
into the
button-up
occult.
T-shirt, pentacle necklace,
And like not
beard.
to add hominem, but there are, pattern recognition, right? There is sort of like this, like, what would you call it? Like a template for how to what with this character that you can be in order to be successful and make money off the freedom movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all they're into is pushing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Microphone's cutting out. Yo.
He's still out.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Testing. Okay.
Testing.
So he's
It's good.
using used car salesman tactics to sell animism, and then he can't explain it any further what it is exactly, but but the way he's explaining it, it's better than natural law, and it actually controls natural law, and then we had to watch all these other videos of those guys to finally find the video. We're gonna watch it on Sunday, where one of them finally spills the beans and is like, "No, this is about everyone being on their own path, and like you shouldn't complain about what other people are doing," and it was like just straight up projecting anti-vegan nonsense. And I knew it too. The first time I saw animism on the title of one of those guys' channels, I pointed at Allie and I was like, "That's what they're using to justify the carnism. I guarantee it. I don't even know what it is. It's just the fact that they're including it. That's their little flavor, their little faction they're trying to push." And this Braxy here says that it's what's the guy's name? The dork, the Seth Casposa. Seth Casposa, I guess, is
He kind of started the trend of like
this
pushing animism.
very dark occult seeming guy that's on the network that has been pushing animism, and we're gonna have to watch one of his videos to see him explain it because these other two can't explain it for their lives to depend on it without it directly going into their agenda and why animism is cooler than natural law, because it leaves leaves a little space for people to continue to be immoral. But there's that guy Hark, what's his last name? The Harith. We watched his video last night or last week. Just night and day difference between the One Great Network explanation of animism. Yeah, no, it was every sentence was pure knowledge. And like the dude, and then we look, he's like the Mark Passio of Norway or wherever he's from. But he's big. He's got a couple 100,000 followers, and he's got a ton of content and a lot of support, and all his videos are awesome. You should definitely check him out. Cute guy too. Cutest dude.
He's so cute.
Calling animal persons. He calls animals animal persons. Plant persons and animal persons. But yeah. So no sign of dude, huh? No debate going on. He didn't respond.
No, I think after the first response, he pretty much he bailed out on that one, which is a shame because
Typical.
it's like, yeah, boo, and I'm just like, dude, this is awkward because we know the same people in the same town, we go to the same events. I'm like, dude, like, what do you think is gonna happen
Two-party
here?
paradigm thing, cool, man.
Food, yeah.
We definitely need more of that.
Yeah, we need more of that, more division. When we complain so much about how polarized this country is, we can't have simple conversations.
We had
about something that's a fundamental right.
Yeah. Yeah, and we had a big psyop dropped on us, big false flag with all kinds of secret, divisive nuclear bomb, basically, that whole shooting thing of Trump.
Yeah.
Because they got the anti-women stuff because the Secret Service agent lady was hiding, and there's all kinds of stuff packed into that psyop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everyone's, I mean, look at Facebook right now. It's just like I don't even want to hang out here. Like it's a
Yeah,
clown
it's a
show.
bunch of chimps throwing
And
shit
then
at each
yeah, and
other.
then all these dudes, all these Trumper people that have screamed about false flags for years now. It's not a false flag. Trump actually dodged a bullet. He didn't set that up. It's not like, oh my god, dude, are you kidding
He's
me
the
right
new
now?
Jesus for
First thing I
them.
posted, I was like, imagine thinking that that was an actual event and not a false flag, and like all these people are hating on me. I was like, wow, okay, I know how to delete. I know who to delete off my Facebook now. All the Trump people have like come out of the woodwork, and it's like, oh,
I
okay.
know,
You
yeah, they were in
fucking
hiding for a
losers!
while.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Nice.
Fucking trash
Yeah,
apes!
it's it's actually kind of like uh sickening because some of the stuff they're posting, it seems like a joke, but they're taking it super serious. Have you seen the one where it's
Oh
like
yeah,
an
like the
angel and they're like
angel with
pushing the
Trump's
bullet at,
head, and he's all buff.
yeah, no, and they're
Dodging
the
the
angel's
bullets.
pushing the bullet out of the way, and it's like uh
Yeah,
to save Trump,
right.
but to
To
kill a
save Trump,
retired
the great
fireman.
man.
So the bullet hits a
Holy shit.
retired firefighter.
Yeah.
That's the reality they live in.
Wow.
Yikes.
God
Yeah.
saved a guy that buys pimps, or I mean, pimps out hoes, and he's
A
anti-firearm. He said it on
decade
record.
of jackassery. Decades of
Jackassery,
jackassery
yeah.
from that guy.
God saves this guy to kill a retired firefighter.
So he could be president and continue all the same shit that's been going on since the dawn of time. Right.
Right, yeah, like exactly that
Because he
part
did
too, where
so
it's just
much
like,
the first time he was president, but he did give
I'm
us
sure there
cheap
was a
gas, and that's all that
president and
anyone really
like,
cares about.
yeah, that's all it comes down to. People really just want a good economy. Like the real, like regular people on the street, we just want a good economy.
You guys are
There's
lucky, man.
some,
You guys got cheap ass gas in Nevada.
yeah, you know what surprised me was going to
Assholes.
Utah. Utah has cheaper gas than we do.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
$2 or something?
No, it was like 80 cents. This is like 60 to 80 cents average cheaper than we were.
Oh. We saw. Wait, what? No. Both of our jaws hit the ground when you said 80
What?
cents. So we thought you meant just 80 cents in general. I was like, what?
No, no, no. 60, yeah, 60 to 80 cents less than I'm paying in Vegas. Yeah.
Damn, and it was like diesel was like 240 there. So that must just be
It's probably two
really cheap.
bucks.
Us Cali people, we just can't comprehend how cheap gas is out there. It's crazy. But for the first time in a long
Dude.
time, diesel's cheaper than regular gasoline, which it hasn't
It
been
always
for like
seems to do that. You know, it kind of bounces around like a premium price, and then every so often it'll jump down below regular.
well, it's
But
supposed to be cheaper than regular gas, but this low ppm, low sulfur shit. So all the petroleum companies have backlog, like they have like tons and tons and tons of fuel just sitting in tanks all over the country. And when you get fuel, it's usually like a year or two old. It's been sitting in a tank. So they make all this. So in order to make less acid rain, they have to re-refine the diesel a couple times, and it makes it more expensive. But historically, it's always been cheaper than regular gas, and
because
it's
it's less
been
refined than gasoline, right?
yeah.
It's like they
But because
pull
you
it
have to
out
refine
of
it
the
twice because of California laws, it raises the price up more.
uh,
And then just depending on how much they have, the prices change. But yeah,
I mean, I'm a
petroleum
believer
based
in
economy
diesel,
sucks.
yeah, but they've pretty much killed it in America, so it's like I don't know if it's even worth investing into because it's like I can't even get my hands on the products.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Um,
they're reselling these like 1998 F-150 or F-250s or whatever with the no DEF, like
big
mechanical
bucks.
injection. Yeah, they're
Those
going
are the
for like
best
100
trucks ever.
grand.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me. I want to buy like the newer technology that's proven and shit. I shouldn't have to resort.
Proven, bro. The old
Well,
stuff is proven.
so for instance, well, yeah, it is, but I would say, for instance, the hybrid technology it's mature now. I don't think there's any reason to be scared of it. I mean, the Prius is like a
Dude, I've
35-year-old
had 3
car at this
Priuses.
point. Yeah,
You should have seen how much I flossed when I first met her. Like rolled up in my Prius. She's like, "Jeez, this guy must be hiding something."
yeah,
Flossing
they
a
don't
Prius
quit.
like that. No, they're a money printing machine.
Yeah,
Put $20 in it every 2 weeks. Drive all the fuck over the place.
yeah, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm ready to move over to a
It's pretty whack,
hybrid.
bro.
It's pretty whack, bro. I mean,
Pretty
it's
whack,
pretty
bro.
whack that
Will
they.
Keller thinks
So
our show's whack.
It's pretty whack, bro. It's
is
pretty
that
whack, bro.
the? Is that
That's a
him
clip from
actually
his
saying
show.
our show is gay?
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
whack,
That's
bro.
funny.
You guys just talk shit. It's pretty whack, bro.
It's pretty whack,
Whack?
bro.
Whack? Who says whack?
90s lingo.
Early 90s, even like, and I'm a 90s kid, and I wouldn't even say that. Like, that's like, that's cringe.
Cheesy.
That's the typical like white kid trying to be hip hop would say that. That's like everyone knows that.
Well, that's him right here, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty
I
whack,
couldn't
bro.
believe we've. How could someone named Mr. Peanut Butter be anti-vegan? I don't get it.
Come on, bro. I always tell people that too. I'm like,
Honestly, Logan Hart needs to be Mr. Peanut Butter. Did you see how dirty all the stains on his floor on his couch in that show? There's stains all like, and then we watch a video of his from a year before. There's no stains on the floor. What you been doing, bro?
dragging his ass on the carpet.
No. Close.
Dragging
Someone else's.
Oh
stuff
God,
over.
we're gonna go there.
Anyway.
Baby diaper? You're in a fucking cult. I'm not in your cult.
Yeah.
That's great.
Baby diaper?
Baby diaper?
Like it's just. And how did you look in the picture of Mark in the corner up here? How hilarious is that?
Yeah.
Happy, nice Mark. You put a halo.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Alright, dude. Is that it? So
That was it.
Get it off.
Yeah, I just wanted to rant about that, get that off my chest.
Well,
So
bring that to
Nathaniel, you're a
light.
pussy.
if he responds, maybe he can come on the show on Sunday.
Yeah.
On
I'm the show
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, cool to have a part 2.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Alright, man.
All right, brother.
See you Sunday.
All right, sister.
Peace.
Later.
Late.